People often say money reveals who someone truly is. But sometimes, the greatest test begins with hiding your wealth. Before Daniel Hayes introduced his fiancée to the family, his mother had a very unusual plan. She decided to enter her own mansion as nothing more than a housemaid. Daniel trusted his mother's wisdom without asking many questions. He agreed to keep her identity a complete secret. Only the family lawyer knew the truth. Everyone else believed she had just been hired. Later that afternoon, Victoria arrived for dinner. Luxury cars stopped outside the mansion entrance. She admired the estate with excitement. She had no idea the real test had already begun. As Victoria entered the marble hallway, she barely noticed the quiet maid polishing the floor. Eleanor greeted her with a warm smile. Victoria offered only a brief glance before walking away. The first impression spoke volumes. Dinner preparations filled the mansion with activity. Eleanor quietly served drinks and arranged the table. Victoria watched every movement with curiosity. Daniel remained silent, carefully observing everyone. While carrying a tray, Eleanor intentionally spilled a small glass of water near Victoria's chair. It wasn't enough to cause damage. She simply wanted to see how Victoria would react. Every response matters when character is being measured. Victoria sighed loudly before asking for another napkin. Eleanor apologized politely and cleaned the floor immediately. Daniel noticed every word without interrupting. The evening continued. After dinner, guests gathered in the grand living room. Music played softly beneath the crystal chandeliers. Eleanor quietly continued cleaning in the background. No one suspected who she truly was. Victoria began discussing her dreams of luxury vacations and expensive jewelry. Daniel listened carefully without commenting. Eleanor silently polished a nearby table. Every conversation revealed another layer of character. As the evening came to an end, Eleanor quietly smiled to herself. The real test had only just begun. Tomorrow would reveal even more about everyone's heart, and no amount of money could change the truth. The next morning, Victoria arrived early to surprise Daniel. She found the maid quietly arranging fresh flowers in the grand foyer. Without realizing it, another opportunity to show kindness appeared. Eleanor watched carefully, saying nothing. Victoria handed Eleanor her expensive sunglasses without saying please. She expected instant service, as if it were completely normal. Eleanor accepted them with a gentle smile. Daniel quietly witnessed everything from the staircase above. Later, Eleanor prepared coffee in the mansion kitchen. Victoria complained that it wasn't made exactly the way she liked. The room fell silent for a moment. Daniel remained calm but noticeably disappointed. The family lawyer arrived carrying several important documents. Victoria immediately assumed they involved wedding plans. She smiled confidently without asking any questions. Eleanor quietly continued dusting the nearby shelves. Daniel suggested everyone enjoy lunch in the garden. The peaceful afternoon felt relaxed and welcoming. Eleanor served everyone with genuine warmth. Victoria barely acknowledged her presence. An elderly gardener accidentally dropped a box of flowers. Eleanor immediately rushed over to help him. Daniel joined her without hesitation. Victoria remained seated, watching from a distance. That evening, Daniel thanked the household staff for their hard work. Everyone smiled with appreciation. Victoria appeared surprised by his kindness. She had never expected a billionaire to know every employee by name. Before dinner, Daniel invited everyone into the grand ballroom. The atmosphere suddenly became more formal. Victoria sensed something important was about to happen. Eleanor quietly stood near the doorway. Daniel thanked Eleanor for helping the family throughout the week. Victoria smiled politely, still believing she was only the maid. The family lawyer stepped forward with an important announcement. The entire room became silent. With a warm smile, Eleanor removed her maid apron. Daniel proudly introduced her as his mother and the founder of the family fortune. Victoria stood speechless as the truth finally came to light. The greatest test had never been about wealth. It had always been about character.